3v3 faction war. This is Calderis Refinery and Imperial Guard versus Caeltos. Game 2 looks like we have the same lineups. First up, Ace of Swords plays a Commissar Lord. Got offense and support, fights in melee combat, begins with an energy shield alongside NoisyElmo is a Lord General. Really good defense and support, fights range combat, begins with a retinue of stormtroopers to help him out. And rounding out the Imperial Guard team is Adila's Inquisitor. Great offense, good support as well. Lots of great control abilities, begins in melee combat but can get ranged weapons. And Tex for the Chaos team is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander. Lots of great manipulation and control, very annoying to deal with. And Caeltos, alongside lead designer of Elite Mod, plays a Plague Champion, starts out range combat with his damage of a time bolter, can get melee weapons, good utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but it's very slow. And rounding off the Chaos team is Nurland with his Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Very good offense and disruption, fights melee combats. So still no triple Chaos Lords, I guess. Caeltos with double heretics into some Chaos Space Marines. Nurland with some Chaos Space Marines of his own. The Chaos Lord forced off there. Looks like he ate a stomp from the Sentinel, I think. Commissar Lord will get a whack in as he does. And Nurland having to deal with two players. Caeltos making his way now to support. Behind that heavy cover, those pipes are heavy cover. Sentinel destroys them. Nicely done by Ace. Now the Plague Champion taking tons of damage. There's some Nurgle worship though. And he has his other heretics on standby to rush in and melee something in the face when he needs to. Nurland needs to use some cover here, I think. Double cap early on for Imperial Guard. And Tex not capping his natural VP. Next level plays from Tex here. He has double CSM, trying to split them. Sentinel scaring things off. There's a Doom Bolt. That was painful. Took out 5 guardsmen, I believe, maybe 6. Does get a stomp on these Chaos Space Marines. And I think it's going to be forced off here. Adila. Double cap still for the Imperial Guard. Tex needs to cap his VP. They're bleeding a bit too much VPs here. Almost 100 already. Don't want to give up a double for that long. Caeltos with some more heretics now. Tex with some Noise Marines. Nurland already has a Havoc squad up. Just to bring them a bit further than that, I think. Trying to catch that Sentinel unawares. There is the heavy bolter firing, instantly suppressing that Commissar Lord and doing damage to the Sentinel, but it's going to be able to out repair that with double guards on his ace. Mid is blue. There's a multi-less turret as well. 500, 373. Tex does take his VP. Here's Caeltos mid behind that heavy cover. Has grenade onto heretics, doing a lot of damage to that turret. As you can see, it is going to go down here. 500, 364. Down it goes. Gets 15 red for that and a bit of XP. Can he push against the Sentinel though? Just general DPS on it at the moment. There's the grenade barrage. Disrupts one of the Guardsman squads who ran into it. Plague Champion now fighting 2 with his army and needs to back away and retreat his Plague Champion. He's going to retreat his heretics as well. And a full retreat, I think, because he just got his CSM stopped, yes. Nurland coming back out of base, has the Combi Flamer up already. Good play early on from Imperial Guard in mid. Inquisitor with her Holy Brazier. This is a power melee weapon, 50 DPS, and Rosarius is up. Aspiring Champion Heretics, Noise Marines, double CSM, pretty formidable tier 1 army here from Tex. Sorcerer with Sigil of the Rift also. Just in case Adila was thinking about getting a heavy weapon squad, in fact he is. Spotters coming in from the mid to support from NoisyElmo. As you can see, they're calling in their disruptive artillery shell. There's the smoke shell as well. It looks like Noisy is going to support fully now, so Adila can get out of his base. Has the heavy weapon squad. There's some Zinch worship. Infiltrating the stuff. Doom bolts right in the face of these guardsmen again, and there's that Noise Marine doing its work. That Sonic Blaster is awesome. Sentinel getting shots off. chasing things down. Just keep marching it forward. There's the heavy weapon squad coming into play, needs to move it up now. Spotters are here. There's a shell, what is it going to be? It's a destructive shell, knocking stuff really far. Has a really good knockback strength on it. And there's the smoke shell as well, just to make sure Tex backs off. And Caeltos capping mid with his Chaos Space Marines and moving up to hit some power with double grenade of the Heretics, doing a good job on that generator there. Wow. That's a pretty good bash. 500, 313, 1-to-1 cap. Imperial Guard with a close to 200 VP lead in tier 1. Chaos Lord is idle. Here comes the rest of his stuff though. Look at the damage the Combi Flamer did to that Sentinel with a few shots. He's using him in range stance, I think, trying to take it down, or at least force it off. Heretics not getting away, do they? Yes, they do. Wow, 13 hit points, just about getting out of there. And down goes the Commissar Lord. This is a turret from Caeltos. Is going to get smoke shelled. Look at the shutdown of the range. 500, 299. Guardsman forced off by the Chaos Lord, trying to finish them off with his Combi Flamer. Can he manage it? 8 hit points, 9. Looks like they are going to get away. 5-3. No, they don't get away. Down they go. Nicely done. Now attacking the Sentinel. Got forced off. Caeltos, I think, would be served well by getting a Mucus Discharge right about now to support his CSM, as well as Nurland's, of course. Heavy Weapon Squad forced off. They have their refractor field on the way. Here comes the Sentinel though for a stomp. Boom. Knockback damage and some stun there. Tex back at his base. His Sorcerer is out though. Sentinel moving in from Adila. All 3 Imperial Guard players preserving their Sentinels through tier 1. NoisyElmo is pretty low though. And there's the 2-to-1 cap again for the Imperial Guard, putting the VP pressure on a lot here. Sorcerer smacking on the Sentinel. Looks like he dodged that stomp there. That's a special attack which doesn't help him a lot. Inquisitor, still level 1, fully kitted out though, has Interrogator's armor. So can infiltrate a allied squad, or in fact herself. Turret not suppressing those guardsmen there. Sentinel stomping the Heretics. But very, very deep in enemy territory, needs to back away and is backing away. Nurland pushing the top, or at least trying to. Needs to bring his Havocs up here. We have Stormtroopers though with Assault Kit. These guys can infiltrate and chuck a grenade on those Havocs. It's a very good way to put really early pressure on a setup team in tier 2 if you haven't got spotters or catechins in tier 1. Gonna see the attempt there. He puts it on the CSM, in fact. Ouch. Really nicely done, taking out 2 models, very nearly 3. Wow, and there's a Manticore strike as well. We're trying to catch them as they were getting their mark there, which is when they're floating in the air, but he still got them anyway, even though the mark finished. Triple cap there for Imperial Guard. Not looking good for Chaos here. Heavy turret is up, taking shots. Dropped by NoisyElmo's Lord General from his global bar. This thing actually has vehicle armor, so you can't take it down with flamers and stuff, unlike other turrets. Chimera up for NoisyElmo. Last game we saw him get those triple Lehman Russes, which was just way too difficult for the Chaos players to deal with at bot. Caeltos does finish the cap on a central VP. It's a 1-to-1 now, 501, 6-3. Imperial Guard yet to lose a victory point off their counter. And their natural of Chaos is going to get capped now. Blastmaster Noise Marines up for Tex. Nurlando Bloom with Plague Marines. There's a Manticore strike. Look at this, las cannon turrets. And that was pretty nasty. Let the Galaxy burn from the Chaos Lord. They don't wipe a squad though, so they will just reinforce and come back at you. There's that Manticore, it's Ace of Swords. Manticore did well with it in the first game, so gets another one. Noxious Cloud not moved, but does force stuff to back away. Chaos Lord capping mid now. Ouch, that was the grenade from the Stormtroopers wiping out Nurland's Havocs. Painful stuff. He's lost his Heretics as well. Double cap for Imperial Guard. They have both the naturals here. Chaos Lord takes mid, shut down by that smoke shell. His ranged weapon shut down in a way and is in retreat. They should be able to take it back. The las cannon turret not going to do a lot against the infantry. Can't hit them, not accurate enough. There's some Tzeentch worship, and we have the Plague Fist for the Plague Champion. Was not expecting that. 500, 115. Thought we'd just go for a generic ranged build with Mucus Discharge support, perhaps. Noise Marines guarding the VP and able to hit that heavy turret as well. As you can see, doing a lot of damage. Adila needs to repair that thing. Looks like he's going for a hard flank here though, but has run into a Marco Tzeentch Dreadnought. Still getting its mark though, which takes a while. As you can see, a pretty big drawback for Chaos units is that you need to wait for the upgrade like that without being able to move, get into the fight quicker. 498, 109, lots of stuff dying there from a point blank range volley from this Dreadnought. But look at the damage it's taken from that Sentinel's missile launcher. Those crack missiles doing a good job. Bang, another shot. Does force of Adila, does take down the heavy turret also. Another shot from the Sentinel. There's a stomp, but can he get away now? Dreadnought forcing melee combat. Can he deal with it? One more shot and it's going to go down. He's in a very tight spot though. Can't go back anymore because he's run into base turrets and down he goes. The Sentinel, that is. The Dreadnought survives just with 45 hit points. 46, sorry. Heretics on the way for Text to repair that thing. Chaos Lord now taking the Imperial Guard's natural, and they have taken some VPs off their counter. Finally have the Chaos Dean. Caeltos with CSM level 2 with Marco Tzeentch and Eternal War fully upgraded. And the Plague Champion, he's getting his Pit Fist, Pestilence and Icon of Nurgle build going, which is going to be nasty if he can get in amongst these guardsmen and stuff. There is a Chimera there for support though. And they are struggling to deal with that Chimera at the moment. Maybe the Marco Tzeentch Dreadnought should go mid for Tex. Still being repaired though, and it's going to take a little while. Nurland going for a Chaos Dreadnought of his own. And I suspect that's going to be another Marco Tzeentch guy. Bunker dropped here by Adila, a medical bunker most likely to support these guardsmen here. Chimera backing off mid. And there's a bunker, and that's a repair bunker, I assume, to support this Manticore. This map can be very, very difficult to play on if you're against a bunch of bunkers with vehicles supported, especially with guardsmen support as well. Caeltos trying to cap with the Pestilent Strike buff, but couldn't quite manage it. 427, 86, a double cap for Imperial Guard. This might be a very quick one. Heavy Weapons Squad with an autocannon and Refractor Field. Tex pegged back a lot here. Imperial Guard playing it very well. That Stormtrooper squad has done really well for Ace. A couple of really bad grenades for the Chaos players. Oh, this is a repair. This is a medical bunker, I think, actually. Going by all this health regen I see, and a Lehman Rush dropped by NoisyElmo. Wow, and he has a lot of resources as well. Before any of the red team anywhere near tier 3, they've had this powerful while, I think, the Imperial Guard team. 42749. They also have this point. Marco Tzeentch Dreadnought for Caeltos. And Nurland also, all three Chaos players with a Marco Tzeentch Dreadnought, and Nurland is decapping their natural, and this is a dead Manticore, yes. 2 volleys from the Dreadnought. In fact, it was the Plague Marines, I think, that finished it off. What is this? Just a smoke shell. Commissar Lord in retreat. 42741. Can the Chaos players mount a comeback from here? It's going to be so difficult. There's a Lehman Russ, a Chimera, a bunker supporting all this infantry. There's a lot of infantry. That Dreadnought just can't do enough DPS quickly enough to deal with this Lehman Russ. 41841. Nurland keeping the pressure on this VP. and he can try and flank around, get some rear armor hits on that tank, but he's being head off here by a las cannon, which is going to keep that dreadnought at bay now. Guardsmen getting shot to bits, some mines dropped, but they will be spotted by these heretics because they have their aspiring champion. Down goes a Chimera. Leman Russ with the elite tank crew, and Caeltos finished the cap on mid. They have a triple now, Chaos, and they've taken his power as well. Looks like Adila just going to destroy it, who has a Leman Russ of his own. All the Imperial Guard players tier 3 techs with a second dreadnought, a second Marco Zinch dreadnought as well. So Adila's Leman Russ might be in a bit of trouble. Trying to destroy this bunker, are they? Here's NoisyElmo's second Leman Russ. And he has melter guns on his Lord General as well, so this might be a dead dreadnought. Look at the damage from those Leman Russes. Those front mounted las cannons weighing in. I don't think they have Vanquisher cannons, but down goes a dreadnought anyway. 330, 41. Went down so quickly. Nurland now backing his the hell off. I think Nurland needs to transition into the middle more, so they have a much larger front here. 321, 41. Caeltos now going for Havocs, most likely a las cannon. He might get 2 of them up. Yep, Marco Zinch on the way. As you can see, they are immobile while upgrading. Plague Marines forcing melee combat on the Lord General, so he can't fire his melter gun. Can they deal with any of these Leman Russes? Plague Marines just not enough DPS. There's a noxious Cloud though, and that is nasty. Using Ace's mines against him and wipes 2 of those Guardsman squads. That was painful for Ace, and he's now down to just that las cannon and those stormtroopers. But he is tier 3. Caeltos is CSM capping mid, las cannon getting shots off. I think he should get another one here. Nurland should get one of his own as well, but he's gone tier 3. Maybe some Terminators from him because he has a lot of red. In fact, it almost has enough for a nuke. Tech's now looking a lot better on his natural. He has double Marco Zinch dreadnought, so this Leman Russ needs to be careful. He does have the Vanquisher cannon though, you can tell, because it's a lot longer, and you have the icon injury. There's the elite tank crew as well. 341, 2-to-1 cap for the Chaos team, but they're cutting it very fine. They have a lot of VPs to make up. Caeltos being as aggressive as he dares to be. There's another bunker, I assume. Yeah, that is a repair bunker, so that's going to be even more difficult to deal with those Leman Russes now. Smoke shell shutting down a bunch of stuff. Commissar Lord trying to take advantage of that, but is forced off. Has the Fist of Brockus, Flak Jacket, and Stubbornness. The same build he had last game, I think. Inspire, Terror, Execute. 278, 41. Plague Champion forced off. He's only level 2, this guy. Has found it hard to get involved with Armor of Pestilence, making him even slower. Lord General being aggressive. There is Plague of Undeath. Global ability from the Plague Champion. Not something you see very often. And it's not going to do a whole lot, I don't think, here. Basically makes zombies for the Plague Champion out of any enemy infantry model that dies during its duration. It lasts quite a while, as you can see here, but he's just unable to kill enough stuff to take advantage of it, and now it's one off. 253, 41. I think he got a couple of zombies there at the most, and they were just Guardsman zombies as well. If you can get Terminator zombies from it, that's another matter. Sigil of the Rift, Warp Rift, getting those Heavy Weapon Squad models in a bit of a pinch, but they do get away. 238, 41. Ace of Swords with some Cadian Kasrkin on the field. Hell guns, their default weapons, which get even more dangerous with their weapon expertise. 233, 40. 2-to-1 cap again for the Imperial Guard now. Noble Shrine here, reinforcing all these heretics that are dying, and the las cannon turret that was there has gone down. Does have another las cannon from these Havocs though. That las cannon turret is really powerful as well. Here we see the Icon of Nurgle damaging these guardsmen because they're too close to him and they're backing off. What's this? Is that another Leman Russ? Good grief, it is. Triple Leman Russ again from NoisyElmo. He knows exactly what he's doing, doesn't he? Gets to tier 3 as soon as is realistically possible, gets his Leman Russes out and supports them, and it's very difficult to deal with. 2-3-3, 24, 1-to-1 cap. Plague Champion does finish the cap though. Needs to run away, there we go. Lascannon keeping the tanks from just running over everything at least. He needs to get another one out, I think. Nurland does have a Lascannon of his own. Needs to transition more into the middle. Needs to bring his Dreadnought here. Being repaired at the moment. Plague Marines. Oh, very lucky to fire 2 missiles in a row there because the model with the missile was killed and instantly replaced. 2-1-2. 24, a double cap for Chaos. Is it going to be a triple? Chaos Lord trying to cap their natural here. Has the same build as the last game. There's killed a weak. And he does finish the cap. There's a double cap there for Chaos because mid is being retaken, but spotters are wiped out. Look at this now. This Leman Russ is almost level 3. This one into level 2. This one with a bunch of XP already supported by repair bunker. It's going to be so difficult to break that. Really difficult to break that. Land Raider Phobos on the way for Nurland. And more Kashyyykin for Ace. These guys also with their default tail guns. Have these guys been upgraded? Nope. Keeping his tail guns for now. 167, 24, 1-to-1 cap. That's the Warp Rift graphic. He still has his double Marquis Unit Dreadnought. This guy almost level 3. Being repaired, and he still has his VP as well. Bit of a standoff here. Adila is just keeping techs from even thinking about supporting mid by keeping this pressure up. 167, 24. Grenade barrage. Did the Lascannon get a direct hit there? Don't think the Plague Champion is going to be able to cap there. No. Level 3 but goes down. Wow. Those Kashyyykin dealing some serious DPS, and now the Leman Russes are pushing forward. Still a 1-to-1 cap here. Just get the impression that Imperial Guard are so much stronger right now though in this game. 167, 24. Here's the Phobos. Can this thing change the game? Land Raider variant with twin-link las cannons on the side sponsors and a twin-linked heavy bolter on the top. Doesn't have any support capabilities though apart from the utility of the Dirge Castle, which is mainly to protect itself. And there's another bunker. And that repair will stack, I think, if he makes it another repair bunker. Look at the Phobos doing damage though. GG from Tex, there's the double cap. And there's an Abyss at the end. And a Plague of Undeath out of sheer frustration, I think. And the Imperial Guard take it, I think, reasonably comfortably. They didn't push and try and blitz the game, which might have made it end quicker, but they seemed quite comfortable in mid, even though the VP's got reasonably low there, down to 167. Just triple Leman Russes with repair bunker support. What do you do? What do you do? Especially when he's dropping them on the field as well. Let's look at the commanders. Ace of Swords, Commissar Lord was down, had the Fist of Brockus, Flak Jacket and Stubbornness. He might have bought something else as well. Lord General level 7, Melter Guns, Stabilizers and a bunch of retinue members. He had the Sergeant, I think. Oh, he had the Vox Operator as well, you see him at the back there. And the Commissar, he had full retinue. Adila's Inquisitor level 3. Inferno Pistol, switched to it, had the Holy Brazier before that. Interrogator's Armor and a Mandate. Sorcerer's down, level 4 had the Seal of the Rift, not sure if he had something else. Caeltos down, had that full melee build. Plague Fist, Pestilence and Icon of Nurgle. Struggled to get into combat with it from what I saw, but did use it to cap mid a few times, which delayed the game, I think. And Nurland's Chaos Lord with Combi Flamer, Armored Inferno, Demonic Visage, level 5. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in Game 3. It's 2-0 for the Imperial Guard.